The cone, Buck. The size of the cone has a lot to do with the times here, especially on the turn. It's a tall cone. When you get right here, when you get to this turn right here, you can't cheat it. If you get a little baby cone, you see guys try and cut the corner a little bit, try and get away with it.
Yeah, if it's a tall cone, it makes it harder.
Yeah, that's what you're looking for. So as a scout, if you get to the school and they give you the little cones, you got to stack about 10 of them up.
Yeah.
The tricks of the scout. Here's Jonathan Good. Get his shot here. You know, here in Savanaya, talk a little bit about Jordan Morgan, you know, who ended up as a first-round pick of the Green Bay Packers, 25th overall. You know, he was kind of like Savanaya, a guy who, you know, played tackle at Arizona, but we thought maybe could move in to guard as well. Be kind of curious to see how that decision's made for Savanaya.
Yeah, to me, I liked him at guard. I think you put him in at right guard. Well, no,
Savanaya.
Yeah, you put him at right guard and let him just move people. You know, I think some teams will still, you know, have opportunity for him to play right tackle, and you know, he's going to be more of an asset in the run game initially than he is in pass protection. That's why I like him at guard. Give him some neighbors, and let him just play big. He talked about Mike Apati, you know, who is, you know, that's the comp. That's someone that you're looking at body type wise that he compares to.
Of course, the Packers just paid a big time guard to come over from the 49ers and Aaron Banks.
He got big money.
Almost $80 million over 4 years to help solidify that starting five for Green Bay.
Let's go. Hurry back. Let's go.
Is TJ Jackson getting ready to go here? West Virginia.
I feel like this drill does benefit those that are just a little bit closer to the ground, right? They don't have to get down quite as much.
It also benefits if you got long arms. You don't have to bend as much.
Yep.
But really, it's kind of, you want to see the change of direction and how fluid and how quick can you be. You would be shocked how many times you can explain how to properly do this, and guys have trained for it, and how many times they will screw it up in terms of putting their offhand on the ground, trying to get over the top of the cone. You know, it's you'd be amazed, as what I'm telling you.
I believe you.
I see a lot of these high school camps where they're getting times on this stuff, and they don't. Not all of them. I shouldn't put a blanket statement, but a lot of them don't know how to give the rules properly. That's right. And I see these offhands going down, and I'm like, geez, I could run a fast three-cone time if I could do all that stuff.
Yeah, and this is also an interesting one because it's not necessarily, you know, it doesn't necessarily correlate with 40 time, right, with speed that way, because, you know, if we go back and look, see if I can find it here from let's see, it's the second group of wideouts.
A lot of times wideouts on the three-cone and change of direction stuff. Like Cooper Kupp's three-cone was off the charts. Like a lot of those guys who maybe didn't run the fastest 40s, but you can tell the athleticism and change direction and body control.
And that's why I brought it up, because Tez Johnson, you know, kind of surprised us running 4.51 in the 40, but then absolutely crushed the three-cone at 6.65.
Yeah,
right, wide receiver out of Oregon. So you'll see that sometimes as well, but you can really see that change of direction and sudden explosiveness coming out of breaks.
Did we lose Buck? Do we still got Buck down there? I see.
Y'all got me.
Hey Buck, what was your pro day job? Everybody, I was the broad jump. Well, that was my job. What was your pro day job?
So I normally would always get stuck doing the DB drill. So like I didn't necessarily. I would do like the 10s.
Yep.
So I do the 10s doing the testing, and then if they didn't have the position coaches there, then I always would get stuck taking all the DBs through all the drills.
Nice. Yeah, if we didn't have a quarterback, I got stuck.
Throw the hose out.
Dude, my arm at the end of spring, my arm felt like it was going to fall off.
Yeah, everyone has a job, and when you're the Rat Pack in a group like the West Coast, everyone knows what the job is.
Yep.
Hey, no, DJ, come on.
Yep, get that arm warmed up.
Yeah, I don't want anybody else throwing, because you know what it's supposed to look like. So once you show that you can do that job is yours for eternity.
Yeah, I was a long jump guy, or the broad jump guy. So when they landed, you kind of grab their ankle so that they don't fall back. You know, so you You grab that? Oh yeah, I would grab, because if they fall back, we'll be there all day doing this.
Oh yeah.
So then you take the ruler out, the long ruler, and then that's how you get the that's how you get the line there. But I'm not telling. It took me a long time to get that that sweaty smell out of my left hand from just grabbing that everybody's ankle. They've been worked out. It's not a good situation.
You know what job I never wanted, DJ?
What's that?
I never wanted to do the measurements. Arm length, hand size, because all the scouts are always complaining. This is different than the combine.
Well, we saw some discrepancies, this year, Buck. We saw some, like for instance, Jalen Milroe's hand size was measured larger, at the combine than it was at the Senior Bowl. And look, you can stretch that hand out a bunch, but it's not growing at this point. So there is some differences.
Yeah, and you know what? The scouting community will let you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. I mean, it is really top notch. Now the home of Brian Schottenheimer, head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, as they begin a new era here. Remember, Cooper Beebe, they found in the draft last year from Kansas State, wasn't necessarily here at the Pro Day competing, but is now a Big 12 alum here and practicing in this facility, the Ford Center. John Nelson going through the 3-cone drill.
After we get through these cone drills, they've got it set up at 2 different stations. So you've got the short shuttle, then you've got the 3-cone drill. So you finish one, you go to the other. That way they have them both going at the same time and hopefully be a little more efficient. And then once that is completed, we get these guys out to some field drills. We'll start seeing them jump over bags.
Let's see some bags
working
moving.
through bags.
Let's see some bags moving.
See some get-offs.
There's a football on a stick down there.
Yeah,
I don't know if Rich is watching, but
we'll get to the good stuff here. And D-line workouts, Buck, they will attempt to gas these guys a little bit. Check the gas tank, so to speak.
Oh, 100%. That's part of the deal. You want to see what kind of effort they give when they're tired. So, good thing they don't have Tim Crummer out here.
Oh,
that's the one that I used to love. Just wear him down.
Pete Carroll did not. He famously put the USC D-line through the ringer one year, and Pete Carroll was not happy with how long he was making those guys work.
I mean, it was a little tough.
Hey, when you guys look, for D linemen here, when you look at the short shuttle, which is the 20-yard shuttle, right, and then you look at the cone drill, like where do you find value with the defensive linemen? Are you kind of you're evaluating different aspects of the game in these different drills? Like, what are you seeing? How does it translate?
Yeah, you're looking at change of direction, overall athleticism. To me, with D linemen, Buck, I don't know where you are, but I always put a lot more stock in the jumps, just because I want to see how explosive they are.
Well, yeah, the jumps are everything when it comes to, like, it should marry up with the 10 time. We talk about how fast we want those guys to get off or whatever. The thing that I would pay attention to is the 3-cone, and not necessarily the time, but just the ability to bend and redirect. Because you think about how many times you have to give a second or third effort to get a sack. I just want to see if they have the ability and the flexibility to be able to make some of those things happen.
You got to stay straight down the line. He went way, way out. That's Andy Spire with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers there. You see him with the red shirt on, getting those times. He's added a nice mustache to his repertoire over the years. I appreciate that, Andy. That's a good look. One of the best guys, just an unbelievable dude.
We see a lot of guys on a knee. Andy's chosen to kind of go with the
because you want people behind you to be able to see.
Applesauce.
You go first one always goes down,
Got it.
and then the next one can go on a knee. Then you could have somebody stand up if they wanted to, but. That's just
this is a deep dive on scouting protocol.
Yeah, that's what we are. And you see they've stacked the cones there. You see they had little baby cones.
They did.
So they stacked them.
They did. All the tricks of the trade. Did you ever have to move a 40-yard dash finish line back a yard to somebody try to set you up for a 39-yard 40 ever in a pro day?
You got to measure it. You always got to measure it out, and don't just go off of the field either. What the lines are on the field.
That's what I mean.
Do not trust that.
That's good.
Here we go. DL 31. Who do we got here?
This 31 is Eric Phillips.
Yeah.
Had a nice 40, 4.81 and 4.85. Had 4 sacks this last year at Cincinnati.
You want to try and stay tight to that last cone and kind of just explode. There's 32. Here's Randolph. He's an interesting one, just watching him so far through the day.
Randolph, yeah. Some of the fastest 40s from the D-line group.
He's the one we said looked like a basketball player at over 6'6".
2 interceptions, too, this year at Baylor. I was talking to Dave Aranda about him, their head coach there in Waco, and said, "Man, sometimes I wish I could have one more day with Garmin, one more day just to kind of continue to refine the technique and kind of get that skill set really in tune." I feel like the best football in his career is still yet to come.
Right hand. Moving through that pretty good.
Frame
a
are
little
always
smoother
apparent.
at that top. That's where, if you have any tightness, Buck, you get to that top cone. That's where that'll get exposed a little bit.
Yeah, every time that final stretch, can you bend down and turn around?
See Matt Turpinning from the Colts down there. Turp looks like he could still hoop, Buck, if he needed to.
Oh, he definitely can be on the all-scout basketball team.
Yeah,
we'll take him.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's not a big honor. Now that's a low bar with the scout basketball team, but he's in the starting 5. Jeremy Robinson. What did Robinson run here? He ran 5.19 was his. No, where is he? No, he was 4.83. I was going to say he ran.
Yeah, he ran pretty good.
Ran well.
Yeah, Coach Leipold kind of sees him as maybe a stand-up outside linebacker type. Played the most football of the Kansas D linemen that are here in attendance. Xavier Ross jumping up to the line.
He's one who I thought he's the 5.19. Yeah, we'll get, these times they'll all get out there. They'll all end up getting posted. The teams have it. The way the process works is, a lot of guys now have their tablets, not just the pen and paper, but they can insert those numbers right away. If not, you throw those down on your sheet, you get back to your hotel tonight, and you got a lot of work to do. It's a lot of data entry. I think people think about scouting. You have to watch players and watch tape and all fun and games. Well, there's also some long nights where you're taking one number after another and entering them into a computer.
Data entry.
A lot of data entry.
Safo Mensah. Might be getting close to the end of the group here.
And 3 sacks this year for the Horned Frogs, and finishes that 3-cone drill. We get some of these final 3-cone drills run through as you get a look at Caleb Taylor from Kansas. 50 tackles over his career. Gonna run his 40, if we look back, was ended up at a 5.45. And try to put a nice time together here in that 3-cone.
Got to go with the white cleats as a big guy too. Just going to make you look a little bit faster.
That's right. Yeah, I was watching, Leaf Fatanu from Arizona State had those bright yellows and was tracking those things when that O-line group was out here. All right. Rhett Lewis, Daniel Jeremiah, Bucky Brooks here with you. As we get set for some of these position drills, they've got them ready to go. That first bag drill is ready just as soon as these 3 cones wrap up. Cody Waltersheed from Oklahoma State. Going through here, we had Dylan Woodkey from Kansas. Should be one of the next ones. I think unless he has already done his.
You forget how many guys are just in this group. It takes a while to get through
Connor
all
O'Toole.
these. Hey, Connor O'Toole's
Nice 40-yard dash.
Yeah, again,
4.66.
not a ton of production. You see it on the screen there, just the 2.5 sacks, but has done enough in this workout with as well as he ran that it piques your interest.
Oh, I think that's a good. I'm going to see that 3-cone.
Nice. That's a good looking 3-cone.
All right.
So we got a 40, we got a 3-cone. Good. He's got a couple of tools in his box there, is what we're looking at there.
Okay.
That was for Sarah.
That was. Hey, Bucky, find some tape, man. Go put a 28 on in the back of his shirt. Man, we got to get a number on Connor O'Toole.
I know.
You know?
I know. He can't run around being blank, man.
No, he's lighting it up right now in the testing. Leader in the clubhouse in the 40s of the day at 4.66. Here's BJ Green. He had a nice time as well. He was one of our leaders at 4.7, I want to say. Yeah, 4.70 on his first run.
You'll be shocked. Some guys cannot do the 3-cone. I've and Buck, you've been there. I've been at Pro Day, and some guys after like the 5th time are like, no more chances. This is your last chance. We're not doing this anymore. But like they don't have the body control or the balance to be able to do it. It's interesting.
7 flat for Connor O'Toole, courtesy of producer extraordinaire Ed O'Brien.
Yeah, baby Ed.
Oh, BJ. Oh, BJ. Turn it. Oh.
So if you look at the top 10 sack artists off the edge last year, their average 3-cone time was 7:01.
Okay, so
he's
under. Right there?
He's right there with him. Just a little bit under that average.
What's the 40 on that one?
The 40 would be 4.62. Those guys.
He was at 4.66.
Those guys can get out and go, and he's not that far off.
No.
So again, we if you look at the computer programs that scouts use, they have color coded in terms of whether you're above the line or below the line.
Yeah.
So you might look at measurements and might have, his height, weight, he might be in the green, but then the speed and the testing, he might be in the red.
Okay.
He's going to be, in terms of the size, the speed,
greenish
testing, he's got a lot of green on his card.
Yeah, he's played 44 games with 16 starts, and as you mentioned, the production not super eye-popping, but these numbers in the landscape of what we've seen today with this group certainly are.
Go! Good, hop up. Good. All the way over. Good. Hey, smooth exchange. Bow. Good. Get vertical.
Now.
Bow. Get to me.
Bow.
Good
job.
Good. That's a good one.
Bend. Talk about bend, burst, and then effort to finish.
Good drill.
Yeah, keep your eyes up a little bit.
Let's roll, baby.
All right, now we're grooving.
Take off. Over. Good.
We got some juice down on the field now.
Good. Bow. Get vertical.
Ricky Barber.
Get to me. You good. Pop up.
I see the foot quickness, balance, be under control. We got Buck. Is Buck down there?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Buck, talk about, balance, body control, big part of this thing, showing off your athleticism as well as your quickness.
Yeah, multi-directional movements. Being able to make multiple things happen in succession. Here, Tyler Bay, the guy who's starting out at the East-West Shrine game. Being able to kind of get through the bags, make a move, redirect. That's what you want to see.
Brendan Mott, again, you want to talk about production. Certainly got it right there, leading the conference in sacks.
Got to keep your legs underneath you.
Good, get back.
Get out from his skis a little bit.
Bow. Good exchange. Get to me. Let it go. Good.
Yeah, he has a power generator. That's what you would say down there, lower body. Again, the body types, Buck, there's a lot of similar body types down there.
Go. Good, take off.
Yeah, it's so funny, man. The guys that you love are the ones that show DB-like feet, like quick in and out, like a little typewriter, moving back and forth, doing this part of it, which is the W drill. And then can they put their foot in the ground and redirect and go chase down the field?
John Nelson.
Good, on me. Stay off the bags. Said go, take off. Good, bow, get back.
See the last part of that, it's just simulating like you're going to chase. The ball's out, you got to get your foot in the ground and go chase.
Yes, sir. Hey, smooth as fast. Said go, take off. Good, get over. Good, all the way over. Good. Bow.
Keith
yes,
Cooper.
Sir. Good exchange. Big DBs, baby. Let's sir. Go. Get him out of there. Good one. Great rep.
It's tough too when you get some of the big guys then mixed in with the edge guys. So one guy goes through it and you go, wait, what happened to the next guy? Well, he's 50, 60 pounds difference.
That's right.
Good, let's do it. Say it. Go. Take off. You good? Go. Take off.
Wonqua.
Good. Plant. Get back. Vertical.
Javier
Don't clip the
Derrick,
bag. Get vertical.
Transferred into
Bow.
Kansas from North
Get to
Dakota
me.
State.
Bow. Good.
See, kind of looking down to, kind of assessing where the feet are.
Yeah, I want to see him bend his knees a little bit more there. Connor O'Toole had a day today.
Yes, sir.
Looks good going through the bags.
Let go. Take off.
Had a good 3-cone time. Had the best 40 time of the week.
That's right. Square round. Bow. Good. Good square round. There we go.
Kobe Ezekbo from Oklahoma State. Talked about got a lot of additional playing time due to the injury to Colin Oliver, who I don't think we saw work out today.
Take off. Good. Take off. Bow. Get back. Get back.
Good rep right there.
Square round. Get there. Good. Bow. Bow. Get to me.
Got to keep your eyes up.
Yes, sir.
Get going.
Boy, love the energy of this group down there on the field.
Yeah, they're
trying
to
you feeling
get
that?
going.
Bow, good vertical, vertical, there we go. Bow, get to me. Good exchange.
Yeah.
Good exchange. Out of there. Good job, baby. Good
Moving
job,
around
baby.
nicely. Here's Garmin Randolph, another guy who we really liked with some of the athletic testing.
Look how long he is. High cut and long.
Take off. Get over. Bow, get back. There we go. Get back. Smooth as fast. Bow, good exchange. Good exchange. Get to me, get to me, get to me, get to me. There we go. There we go.